Hi, Quentin. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Amazing. So maybe you can just start off by giving us a brief introduction about your company, Red Pine Exploration.
Yes, I'm the CEO of Red Pine Exploration. We're a junior exploration company that has an asset in Wawa, Ontario, Canada. Currently, we have inferred and indicated resource of just over 700,000 ounces at just over 5 grams per ton. And we're actively exploring on the site with 2 drills currently turning.
Great. Just dive in more on your flagship project here, Wawa. I believe there's a lot of actions also around your area too. Maybe you can tell us more about all these activities going on and how you positioning yourself.
Yeah, I mean the location we're on is pretty enviable. Admittedly, we're in what we call the Michipicoten Greenstone Belt. Currently, there are 3 producing mines in that belt, all within 40 kilometers of us. 2 of those are the highest grade producing mines in Canada. One is the Island Gold Mine held by Alamos, and the other is held by Wesdome. So the belt is known for high grade resources, and I think you can see that if you followed Alamos at all, they've had great success at the Island Mine.
So let's talk a bit about some of your recent assay results because it's getting some like excitement in the market. Is it sort of trending toward the high grade that you just mentioned about?
Yes, we are seeing increased grades. Our property is a little different. Our resources tend to be around 5 grams per ton, but they have great thickness. So our average thickness is over 10 meters. So bulk underground mining techniques work well there, but we are starting to see significant grades and thicknesses. In fact, in the last month, we've been in the top 10 a number of times for gold intercepts.
Good to know. And you may want to comment a bit because there's some excitement. See some share price movement recently. So talk about a bit about your share price the last 3 or 6 months or so.
Yeah, I mean, we're not unlike all junior exploration, especially gold companies in this market. They're struggling with for interest from investors for sure. We've seen a recent rise in our stock price, and I think that's been driven mostly by the results we just mentioned. If you consistently put out excellent results, and what does excellent mean? For us, anything greater than 8 grams per ton over widths of 20 meters of true thickness, we think is really, really good. And those are the types of numbers we're putting out. So I think people are starting to pay attention, and the price of gold is increasing, which is really helping all of us.
Good indeed. So maybe you can tell us more about your team because usually investors, when they look at junior companies, of course, project is one thing, but who's running it is also important.
Yes, I've been involved with Red Pine since 2015 now, at least. I started as the VP of Exploration. I have a background in exploration, and advanced to the role of CEO a number of years ago. And I think my big claim to fame is I surround myself by the smartest and the brightest that I can find in the industry. We're one of the few juniors that you will find that has permanent employees. Our VP of Exploration, he has his PhD. And he is super bright, and he's been able to figure out this gold deposit from a number of different angles. So staff-wise, we have about 15 people full-time employed, again, which is a little unusual from juniors. Our board of directors is an excellent mix of different people. We have Paul Martin. Paul used to be the CEO of Detour Gold. And so this is the first board seat he took after that. Now, Detour Gold's a bit of a success story in Canada anyways. It was part of an M&A transaction, no longer held by Detour. And we have a few others. Andrew Bowman, as an example, is a C-suite executive from Barrick. When Barrick went through the merge about 6 years ago, that he decided, he retired and he's joined a board. So he's very familiar with the camp and gold production. So we have a number of interesting people. I've learned a lot from Paul Martin, that's for sure. He's an excellent mentor and well known in the industry.
So in conclusion, we also always put in some important question here is to, on behalf of the investors, why should they consider investing in you because there's so many juniors out there, as you said, right? The market, it's also under a bit of pressure, but let's say 12 months from now, they will be happy investors coming back. So why should they consider investing into your company?
Yeah, I mean, that's a valid question. I think one of the things for us is jurisdiction, where we are. We have excellent infrastructure. We can drill all year round. I mean, we're on the Trans-Canada Highway. We have an airport. We have, there's no weather road right through the center of the property. So the jurisdiction is excellent, and so is the infrastructure. The other thing is we are surrounded by producing companies, and we do have an enviable land position. I think that's of interest to the producers. Additionally, we have indicated we'll be putting out a new resource in June or July of this year, third quarter. We're expecting to see a major change in the existing resource that we have, but we also have 2 drills turning. We're actively exploring right now. We have a significant amount of money in the bank, so we're not looking to raise anything at the moment, and we'll have continuous results up to that point. And we think we figured out this thing. We figured out this ore body. It's complex, but I think we've got it. And I think if you review our past successes, especially our last, press releases over the last 4 months, you'll see, a significant increase in grade and thickness.
So it looks like a pretty exciting opportunities for investors if they want to invest in a safe jurisdiction, and quite a bit of growth potential upside there. So thank you for your time, Quentin, for sharing your story with us today.
No problem.
Thank you.
Thank you.